Hey friends, as we start celebrating for Christmas, it's middle of December, I decided to do the pros and cons video of why you should or shouldn't teach your kids about Santa Claus. For me, growing up, I feel like Santa Claus was a little overdone. We had lots and lots of Santa Clauses to Christmas parties, and I think most of our decorations were Santa Claus. Not that my mom really cared, but all the gifts, all the decorations she put up were mainly of Santa. I feel like it just kind of deterred me from it. So that's kind of the reason why I wrote this in the first place. Anyways, a con was that you're teaching your kids to believe in a man that can just walk into your house, give you gifts, and then you love them. And I feel like that could be a dangerous thing to teach them. I remember talking to a friend once, and she said that her daughter had voiced concern when she was only 2 that this old man was going to come into their house at night to give them gifts. And she was like, oh my gosh, I've never thought of that. So that's definitely a con. Another con is it can become too commercialized. I don't like how Santa Claus is everything in Christmas when actually Christmas is supposed to be focused on Christ. Especially, that's where Christmas even comes from, is the birth of Christ. And so Santa Claus was a good man. He gave lots of gifts to people. He was real. But to focus only on him is like missing the whole purpose of Christmas. Another con for me is I think it just gives, it like has kids have a give me aspect instead of a we need to give to others. And I think that can be a problem with Santa Claus. With focusing on Christ for Christmas, we can still focus on the Santa. We can still show that Santa was a good man that gave gifts, and we need to be like him, follow his example, but also look to Christ in our lives to become better people. And we are celebrating Christ's birthday and not Santa Claus giving us gifts, because that's not the purpose of Christmas. So those are some pros and cons. Another pro for Santa Claus, believing in Santa Claus, is it's so magical. I think a lot of us have good memories of being really excited the night before of what Santa Claus is going to bring us. A con for Santa Claus is if you believe in something special like Jesus Christ for me, or Buddha, or whatever religion you might come from, Muhammad, then you're teaching your kids that the Easter Bunny is real, Tooth Fairy is real, Santa Claus is real, all of these little imaginary characters are real. And then when they grow up, what about Jesus? What about Muhammad? Are they real as well? Or are they just stories that are nice to scare us into doing good things? So it really is, it can be a con. I think it's good that kids have imaginations, but as a parent, I don't want to lie to my kids either and tell them what is and isn't real, because I want them to be able to trust me just as much as I want to be able to trust them. Anyways, those are a few pros and cons. There's a lot more on the website, prosandcons.com. I hope you have a good night and Merry Christmas.